In this video I am attempting to recreate this look that you see here from the Urban Decay and Game of Thrones makeup collaboration that is being released in April. So if you want to see how I went and how I got this recreation look, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. As you guys know, Game of Thrones gets released next month and Urban Decay have teamed up with Game of Thrones to bring out a makeup collection. This collection is releasing very soon and so far we have only seen sneak peeks of what is going to be in this collection, and the makeup looks that they have created from these sneak peeks so far are absolutely stunning. Now this is one of the looks from the Urban Decay and Game of Thrones collections marketing that I saw on Instagram. This is, I think, the first one that they released and I absolutely fell in love with this photo. So I wanted to try and recreate it. This is the recreated look that I came up with, and if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so as you know, this is the look that I want to create in this video. I'm super excited to try out this look and try and recreate this look. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to zoom you in and I think I'm going to start with my base first because yeah, it looks like it might be a little bit too difficult to do my eyes first and then my base. So I'm going to do my base first, which I don't normally do. I'm a little bit nervous about it. I'm just going to grab possibly some contour and some cream contour and cream highlight just to put under my foundation. So starting off, I'm going to start with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is because her skin is dewy. It's not overly dewy, but it is dewy nonetheless. So I'm going to try this. And I had a little visitor come to visit over the week, and he's overstayed his welcome. He won't leave. Anyway, I have my Smashbox. I have the bronzer and the contour stick here. I'm only going to use these ever so slightly, so I'm going to use the contour stick to contour my cheeks a little bit. I'm going to go with the jawline and under the lip as well. For the forehead I might just do ever so slightly the bronzer. I'm going to blend this out like really well. And then have my, this is the Nourish Life blending sponge, and I'm going to blend that out. I've got two sponges with me today. So tell me guys, how excited are you for Game of Thrones to be starting again? I am so excited. Like, we are like counting down the days in my family. I have the Kogan Dough Aqua Foundation, and this is like a really dewy foundation. This is probably one of the dewiest foundations I have in my collection, but it still gives a really nice coverage. Like, she has a pretty basic base in my opinion, but it is still pretty flawless. It's not really heavily highlighted or anything like that. It is dewy, but like we don't have the triangles or anything like that. So I'm thinking I will just use this all over my base, all over my face, and even use it as like my under eye concealer as well, because my under eye concealer is very different in color to this. So in the attempt to try and keep my base pretty neutral and flat across the board, other than obviously the contour that I just laid down, and I'm just going on a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge. This sponge is well and truly ready to be thrown out, but your girl likes to save some money, so I am not throwing it out yet. I'm not ready to let go. Really enjoy this foundation. I always feel like this foundation makes my skin look really healthy. I'm just taking that over my eyes as well because I'm not going to use a base because I think my MAC paint pot would be too much of a contrast between the eyes and my skin. I think it will stand out too much. So I'm just going to use my foundation as a base. To continue on with the dewiness, I have my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. I'm going to go in with this middle shade here, dab that all over my face. This will add to the glow of my face. I'm going to come back and do a little bit of blush and maybe some highlight, but for now I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I'm excited about this. With the eyes, from what I can see, is just two colours, so one colour on the top and one colour under the lash line, but it does come out pretty far from the eye, and it does have this really rounded look that goes straight out from the lash lines. So I have my palette here and my spatula. So for today I'm going to be using the Suva Beauty Sea Nymph Hydroliner on the top of my eyes, because the colour on the top of her eyes looks very cream, and then the bottom looks like a shimmery blue. So the top is like a teal colour, which is what I've got here. The bottom is a shimmery blue, and I actually managed to find a Urban Decay shimmery blue in my collection. So I have the Kristen Leanne palette here, and I have the LCW and the TRM, but I think we're going to go more with the LCW colour on the lower lash line. I'm a little bit nervous about this. Firstly, I'm going to take my Suva Beauty Hydroliner and my spatula, and I'm going to scrape some of that out. I generally don't like dipping my brush straight into these. Just in case I ever do need to use these on someone else, I prefer to take them out of the pot and use it that way. But if you are just using these for personal use, by all means you can definitely just dip straight into the pot. Now I have my little spray bottle of water here, and I'm just going to spray some water into the lid of my hydroliner, and grabbing a liner brush, just dipping it into the water and then mixing it in with the hydroliner until we have like a thick-ish paste, because it is a very opaque colour that she has on her lid. So I think we will try and get it a thicker paste than you normally would use, just so we're not doubling back over it and potentially lifting it or cracking it. So I have some on my brush and I'm super duper nervous. So there is a bit of a gap between the top and the bottom line that comes out from the lash line. So I'm going to map out probably quite softly to begin with this, because if I need to I can go back in and change it. So I might start bringing the line out and see how far out I want to go, and then go from there. I think I'm happy with how far that is out. I think that's a good shape. I've just got to make it match the other eye. I feel like I'm doing clown makeup. I think I'm happy with that shape actually. So now I'm just going to fill it in. Pretty happy with that. I think I've probably gone up a little bit too high, but actually I think I'm happy with that. I don't think they're exactly even, but I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Anyway, so I'm going to grab out my Kristen Leanne palette now, and on a Suva Beauty 350 brush. So this is a really tight, stiff smudger brush. I think I'm going to go with LCW. So this is just from the inner corner all the way out, and same thing again as like that flat wing, but there is a bit of space on the inner corner, so I can put like some highlighter in there. So I'm just going to work in a fair bit of product into my brush and then just run this under the lash line. It is blended down pretty well, but I'm going to just stick to along the lash line first and getting that line out like really straight. Then just going in with a fluffier shader brush I'm just blending it out along the lower lash line a little bit. Dragging it down. Just going to take the Kevin Aquan sculpting powder, this one here, and just sculpt out this bit here a little bit. Because she does have a very sharp, like, defined bit here. Moving on to cheeks, and I'm just going to contour ever so slightly a little bit more in this area here. Blush, she's wearing quite a warm blush, so I have my Makeup Geek blushes here. You can't get these anymore, but I'm just going to dip into two of like the orangier blushes that I have in here. You can take any like orange blush that you have. Now I'm just going back into my Kristen Leanne palette for highlights. So I'm going to dip between Leo and Brixton for inner corner highlight, and then on the outer here I'm just going to run it ever so slightly between the two here. I'm just running some black eyeliner in my waterline. She has a very like bitten look about her lips, so just kind of dabbing it on and blotting it off with my finger. Now lastly, her brows, they just look really kind of bushy and like filled in a fair bit, I would say. They look quite light as well, almost like the shade that they've used on her brows isn't her like natural brow colour. Now for mascara, it doesn't look like she's really got all that much mascara on, so I'm just going to do a tiny coat of just normal mascara. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? I thought this was going to turn out better than it did. This eye definitely looks better than this eye, but I don't know. What do you guys reckon? So let me zoom in and show you a close-up of the eyes. I don't think it looks terrible. Obviously this side looks more precise than this side. This side, this area here, I totally butchered it. But this eye, it's not terrible. I'm gonna put like a side by side and you guys let me know what you think. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think for my first ever editorial recreation, I think it looks alright. So that's it for this video, everyone. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know down in the comments box what you think of my recreation of this Urban Decay and Game of Thrones collaboration look. Also let me know down in the comments box if you have any other editorial or advertising marketing campaign looks that you would like me to try and recreate. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below so you can keep up to date on all my videos, as well as my extra special announcement that is coming out on Monday. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you had a fantastic week and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye, everyone.